Hey everyone, welcome, and today we're just going to be taking a look at more bizarre how-to guides on Wikihow. Now, the first one is how to make a grilled cheese sandwich with an iron. Cause in case you really need a grilled cheese sandwich, and you don't happen to have anything else to cook it with. I mean, fair enough, you cover it in foil, and then you heat up the iron, and you put it on there. And I'm sure that'll work in a pinch. But really, do you need a grilled cheese sandwich that badly? Or do you just hate your life? Still, I suppose this might work in a pinch, and it might be some decent advice, unlike our next one. How to go from freak to cool. Now, ignoring the fact that, both freak and cool are entirely subjective things. Being a freak can sometimes be very fun. Sometimes when you think you're a freak, but really the only people making fun of you are the really weird and mean people. Sometimes it's fun to stand out. Before you change, remember to always be yourself. So, this article starts off with convincing you that, maybe being a freak isn't so bad, and maybe you don't really want to be cool. Okay, well, take your pick. What do you want to do? Okay, well, I don't know if it's just me, but maybe the best way to start off an article isn't trying to defeat the point of the article. Alright, so step 1, make sure you have high self-esteem. If you don't, learn that everyone is different and that you can be proud of who you are. Okay. Have high self-esteem, that's good enough advice, I guess. Do not get rid of your friends because they get made fun of or may get you made fun of unless they are the ones being mean. Okay, so have high self-esteem, don't get rid of your friends. Yeah, not really setting us up to be too cool here so far. I mean, it's good advice, I suppose, but although it can be hard, act confident. Don't take it personally when people are mean. That's actually some good advice, I guess. Confidence is cool. Now, are you supposed to be confident while you speak to middle-aged men? 'Cause this kid isn't looking so confident. Or, are you the middle-aged man in this scenario? In which case, you're kind of freaking out this young boy, and maybe you should step back. Step 4. Try to get new clothes that are a little more in style. Well, do they just sell red lines that'll make you really buff if you put them on? Guess I've been shopping in all the wrong places. Step 5. If you don't already like your face, wear a little makeup. If you don't like your hair, try an updated hairstyle. Okay. So again, this all seems like good general advice, but hasn't really defined what cool is in any fashion, which is, again, to be expected, seeing as that's a pretty subjective thing. However, if you really want to be cool, you have to be able to descend a staircase with elegance. A vital part of glamour is impressing people, and there's no better way than with a grand entrance. Whether you're arriving at a ball or just trying to wow your friends at school, descending a staircase with style and grace can make a great impression. Okay, so step 1, acquire a fancy ornate staircase and a throw rug down the stairs, I guess. Might be a little harder to find that in a, inner city school. Anyway, step 1. Pause at the top of the stairs and gaze confidently around the room for a few seconds until everyone turns to look at you. This way you are sure to make maximum impact. 2. Discreetly check the staircase for any obvious hazards or obstacles before you take a step. Yes, that's probably good advice when descending any set of stairs. 3. If you are in a long ball gown, make sure you lift up the bottom of your dress so you don't tumble. 4. Lift up your chin, smile, and then lightly grip the non-existent handrail to help you keep your balance. 5. Step gracefully onto the first stair, keep smiling, and remember not to look at your feet. 6. Acquire a pink tie. Walk carefully and steadily down the stairs until you reach the bottom. Voila. So that's how you descend a staircase. Been doing it all wrong. I usually just flop down them like a dead fish. Maybe I've been doing this all wrong. Maybe I don't need to be cool. Maybe I just need to get revenge on people. How to get subtle revenge on anyone. Perfect. Ever been angry at someone that has done something wrong to you? Keep reading to find out how to get revenge on someone without any fingers being pointed at you. Ah, goodness, it's another one of these, isn't it? Step 1. Blackmail them. If you're getting revenge on an ex, best friend, girlfriend, etc., put notes about their secrets. For example, you may write, "Hello, I know that," put secret. If you don't put anything like a task, I'll tell everyone your secret. Step 2. No help for them. If they ask for your help, either ignore them or say no. They did something bad to you, why help them? I don't know, because you want to be the better person, I guess? Or, no, I guess that's not a thing that exists here. Step 3. Do exactly what they did to you. Make them get a taste of their own medicine. If they talked behind your back, do the same. Step 4. Everyone has a weakness. Use their weakness as your gain. If they're scared of spiders, place spiders everywhere so that the enemy can see every day. I'm sorry? So that the enemy can see every day. Might want to double check that one. I believe that should be so that the enemy can see the spiders every day. And where are you getting spiders to place everywhere? Are there shops that just sell boxes of spiders? Is there a revenge shop that just sells spiders? And how are you supposed to place them where they're going to see them every day? I mean, that seems like you would have to get access to a place where they're going to be every day, like break into their house. Yes, isn't this supposed to be subtle revenge, not, breaking and entering revenge? Step 5. Plan timing. If you decide to put the note 5 seconds before the enemy walks in, you're going to get busted. And then down at the bottom here it says, be like the Joker. Don't plan, just do. I'm sorry, but, your tip before that says plan timing wisely. So, which is it? Do you want me to not plan, or do you want me to plan? I'm so confused. Warnings. Never use a person's illness as a weakness. Not only will it risk their life, but you'll seem like a horrible person. Yes, because we're not already horrible people for breaking into somebody's house and throwing a bunch of spiders in their room. But let's say you've had enough of revenge. What about love, you say? Well, here's how to cast a love spell. A ritual is a powerful way of focusing an intention in order to manifest a goal. In this case, the goal is love, or like, or lust. You decide. If you believe in love, and in the power of sending out a strong, positive intention to get what you want, read on to learn about how to cast a spell that just may bring the love you're looking for. Okay, so they've got some, sample spells here. They've got a sample love spell. Moon phase, quarter or half. Mental imagery, chain links, hearts, hands, hands held, embraces, soft, warmth, love. Just naming a whole bunch of things, apparently. Suggested wording. Magic moon, quarter bright, give me what I ask tonight. A little love is all I need, I can do the rest indeed. Create no zombies! What? Goodness, is this how the zombie apocalypse starts? Love spells gone bad? Ah, damn it. Damn it, and I just read part of that out loud. Where's my shotgun? Anyway, they've got a sample love spell, a sample platonic love spell, a sample infatuation spell. Sort of surprised they don't have a sample I've had 8 pints of beer love spell. Anyway, method 1 of 2, using an established spell. A simple love spell is a basic spell that requires no exotic ingredients or astrological charts. The spell is meant to attract more friends and to enhance your sexual attraction if you're looking for more than friends. Okay, so what are the steps? Thoroughly clean your bathroom. We're not talking about a psychic cleansing here. Do a true cleaning with cleanser and antibacterial products. Cover your mirrors with white or pink sheets or towels. Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Do the mystical powers of the universe you're drawing on get pissy if your bathroom isn't clean? I guess they can only work their charms if your bathroom is spotless, huh? And, I mean, then there's a whole bunch of stuff. Casting your own love spell, set your intention, and gather symbolically appropriate materials. Yes, I suppose if you're doing a ritual, you wouldn't want to have, like, a gun there or something. Cleanse your body. Choose a private place. Leave me alone, Mom. I'm trying to force someone to fall in love with me. Cast a circle. Cast a circle? I thought those were to keep demons away. Anyway, down here at the bottom it says, remember that spells don't always work. Do they ever? Warnings. Passers-by might find what you're doing weird or strange. You don't say. And the kicker, you cannot force someone to love you against their will. Doing so may apply an opposite effect. Then what's the point of this article? Call me an unbeliever, but I've always supported the more straightforward method of just asking somebody out. And then when they reject you, you can go home and cry under your desk. Let's move on. Here's how to make a clown costume. Start with a t-shirt. Sew some crap on it. Sew more crap on it. Put even more crap on it. Why do you need a clown suit? You do not need a clown suit. You should not be wearing a clown suit. Please do not wear a clown suit. Unless it is your job, and you are paid a substantial amount of money, do not wear a clown suit. Okay, here's how not to get scared while playing survival horror games. Step 1. Pick your game. Fair enough, I suppose you can't really play a game without having one to play, can you? Step 2. Distinguish reality from imagination. Okay. Yeah, if you can't distinguish reality from imagination, I'm gonna suggest you shouldn't be playing survival horror games. Or really games in general. Or engaging with any sort of fiction in any way. 3. Be prepared to be scared. Survival horror games are meant to scare you. Yes, that's correct, they are. Never play never play late at night or in the dark. Reduce the game audio. So basically just strip the game of all its atmosphere, huh? Why are you even playing it at this point? And then at the bottom, it sort of refutes itself again by saying, keep in mind a horror game is only scary if you want it to be. People play horror games because they like being scared, and it's an exciting feeling. Feel free to embrace it. If you're going to buy a survival horror, you might as well get the full experience. So, again, if you're trying not to be scared, and then doing things like turning down the audio, you're not getting the full experience. So, which is it? What do you want me to do? Hey, speaking of scary things, here's how to create a love altar. 1. Find a large closet space, preferably hidden from those who don't understand the depths of your love. Make sure your mom won't find it when she's cleaning your room. 2. Determine the person who you want to make an altar to. This person is referred to as the object of your desire. This is going to get weird. 3. Recognize that your feelings for this person are special. No one else can understand how you feel about this person, and you are experiencing something more pure and unique than anything in history. Okay, this has to be a Poe. Surely. This has to be some satire, right? Acquire photos of the object of your desire. Staged photos are not as special, so try to get pictures of them when they don't know you're doing it. Good lord, I hope this is satire. 5. Acquire mementos of them. This can be anything from a page of their notebook to a strand of hair. Make sure you store them in a safe place before you set them up. Use your imagination. Stop. Stop now. Before you're tempted to graduate to skin. 6. Buy a nice small wooden bookshelf from IKEA or similar furniture retailer. Hey, that seems pleasant. Creepy, but pleasant. Make the altar. Ah, yes, those, candles really made things get a whole lot darker and creepier. 8. Enjoy basking in the beauty of your special someone. Yeah, this is just... Tips. If making a statue out of the tips. If making a statue out of the object of your desire out of chewed bubble gum, it is important to make it out of the gum that they have chewed, not you. If it ever seems like her boyfriend is mean to her, be sure to run up and punch him to show her that you are always looking out for her. Warnings. It is not always a good idea to brag about your altar to your friends. Is it ever? Or show it to them, even if they swear they won't tell. Actually, just go ahead and show it to everyone. Show it to everyone, so everyone has a lot of warning. More on the topic of love. Here's how to stop a wedding. We've all seen the movies where a person halts a wedding in progress in order to get back the one they truly love. In reality, though, halting a wedding from going ahead, for any reason, is a very delicate situation that can easily backfire on you and spoil a significant day. You don't say. I never would have guessed. Thanks, Wikihow. Step 1. Think about why you want to break up the wedding. Ask yourself if it's worth it. I agree. You should do that. You should think very hard. Try to deal with your concerns in private. Before considering anything as dramatic as stopping a wedding in progress, try to contact your beloved prior to the wedding day so that you two can have a private moment together. 3. Make sure you truly feel as if halting the wedding is your only option. I suppose it is a preferred option to ensuring that the other person has a little accident, which, given this site, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up as an option further on down this list. Method 2 of 2. At the wedding. Be very cautious about crashing a wedding. Yeah, no shit. If you were not able to contact the bride or groom beforehand and you are sure that you want to proceed, find out the location of the wedding. 2. Prepare your speech. If you're going to put a stop to something that has taken months to prepare and probably even longer to agree to, what you have to say needs to be incredibly compelling. Write out a speech, rehearse it, and learning it by heart are absolute necessities to overcome nerves and to project it from the heart. I think you might want to prepare for the possibility that people aren't going to let you get through an entire speech. Build an effective case. Keep it brief but powerful. Give reasons why the person you love is marrying the wrong person, and if your reasoning stems from this, why it should be you instead. Express your undying devotion to the bride or groom if you're breaking up the marriage for romantic reasons. Yes, I do hope that at least your reasons are better than Tom is a shitface and he wouldn't appreciate you anyway. Or at least a more eloquent version of that. Be in position when the ceremony begins. 5. Object. 5. Object. When the reverend marriage celebrant or judge asks if anyone should object to the marriage, step forward between the first few rows of seats in the back of the room. Boldly but smoothly raise your hand and say, I object! At this point, you must immediately provide a reason why your groom/bride must not marry the other person. Oh, really? You have to immediately do it? Shit. I thought you could just, wait 20 minutes while you, gather your thoughts and then do it. This is where your well-rehearsed speech will ensure that you sound convincing and will help. This is where your well-rehearsed speech will ensure that you sound convincing and will help prevent you from coming across as weak, crazy, or insecure. Some weddings no longer include this phrase. Unless you are sure this wedding does it, it might simply be better to talk to your love ahead of time. Wouldn't it always be better to talk to them ahead of time? Wait, the bride or groom will only have a few seconds to make a decision, and everyone this person knows will be hanging on his or her answer. If he or she objects, quietly exit the room and walk away without making a scene. Have a taxi waiting, or your car, ready to make a fast exit. My go-to escape method for breaking up weddings is the, smoke bomb and grapple gun getaway. Much cooler. And now I've got some warnings. Objecting to a marriage is risky, and your odds of pulling it off are slim at best. Your beloved may hate you. Yes, that might pose some serious problems, wouldn't it? Seek psychological counsel. What you are suggesting is rare, not normal, and will cause life-changing memories for everyone in the room. You may also want legal counsel. If you make any negative remarks about another person, you're likely to be sued for slander. And finally, here's how to act like a mermaid at school. Do you dream of deep water and splashing fins? Do you have the kind of voice that lures sailors to their doom? I hope not. Are you happiest when you're swimming? If you want to let your inner mermaid out at school, do some research, get the look, and act the part. Okay, fair enough. Decide what kind of mermaid you are. There are all kinds of mermaids in folklore and fairy tales, and their nature can range from tragically romantic to murderous. Are you the kind of mermaid that falls in love with sailors, or the kind that tries to drown them? Yes. May I make a request that if you are going to try and, be a mermaid, that you be the non-murderous kind? I think most people would prefer it if you did not lure your classmates to secluded ponds and drown them. Step 2. Read up about mermaids. Start with the ancient myths about mermaids. Mermaid myths pop up from all over the world, from Russia to Greece, then move on to the realms of mermaid fiction. Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid is widely considered to be the definitive mermaid tale. Yes, just, don't turn yourself into sea foam if you can help it. Avoid wearing mermaid costumes to school because people either think you're trying too hard or they won't take you seriously. No way, really? However, do wear a mermaid costume if you go trick-or-treating on Halloween night, but don't overdo the look. Now, if you're a mermaid, and you go out trick-or-treating dressed as a mermaid, so you dress as yourself? I mean, that seems a bit, redundant, don't you think? Part 3, act like a mermaid. Stare at fishes. 2, change the subject when people talk about mermaids. How often do people talk about mermaids? I mean, if I feel like in order to change the subject, you're gonna have to have people talk about it, which probably involves bringing it up yourself, and then being like, okay, let's change the subject. So yes, bring it up and then make sure everyone talks about something else. Part 5, keep it in perspective. Don't go overboard. If you drop too many hints or act too self-important, people will start to get irritated. The point of this is to become a mermaid, not to alienate your friends. Oh, Wikihow, I think we might have passed that point a while ago. Have fun with your double life. Well, whatever floats your boat. Now, under the tip section, if anyone asks if you are a mermaid, just laugh and deny it, like, nah, or haha, mermaids aren't real, silly, and toss your hair. Don't deny it too much, or people might think you are not a mermaid. So I guess you should deny it most of the time, but with some people it'd be like, guess what? I'm a mermaid. I guess it's important to find the right balance, because people are always going to be asking you about that. Warnings. Always practice safe swimming procedures. Good advice. Good advice. And on that note, I think that we're done here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've got any suggestions for future videos. And, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.